Okay, so for this video here, this topic, one of the things that you want to remember is that when you're solving these, yes, we're going to multiply both sides by the common denominator, but before we do that, let's put a set of parentheses around the numerator and the denominator. Okay, then I'm going to multiply both sides by a number that both 6 and 2 fit into. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 6. I want to distribute that 6 through, so to here and to here. So if I multiply these together, just a second. So when I multiply 6 times this first fraction, remember whatever is in the denominator you're dividing by. So the 6 divided by 6 is 1. And then I still have in parentheses x plus 8. Okay, then we're going to do that again. 6 times the second fraction. But notice I have a positive times a negative. So I know this is going to be a negative. And then the 6 is being divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then I still have in parentheses 9x plus 2. And then on the right-hand side, negative 4 multiplied by 6 is negative 24. From here, it's pretty straightforward. If I distribute the 1 through, I have x plus 8. Negative 3 times 9x is negative 27x. Negative 3 times positive 2 is minus 6 equals negative 24. These are on the same side, so I'm going to combine them. X and negative 27x makes negative 26x. 8 and negative 6 are on the same side, so that makes plus 2. Now that I've finished simplifying that left-hand side, I'm ready to move the letters to one side, numbers to the other. So let's move that 2 over. So negative 26x is equal to negative 26. Lastly, divide both sides by negative 26, and I end up with x equal to positive 1. So to solve this one, we are going to multiply again by a number that both the 3 and 6 fit into. But before we do that, let's put a set of parentheses around the numerator and both of these numerators. I'm ready now to multiply both sides by the common denominator. Okay, so 6 fits in, 3 and 6 both fit into 6. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 6. Over here, 6 multiplied by 3 is 18. Now when I distribute this 6 through, okay, keeping in mind whatever's in the denominator we're dividing by. So 6 divided by 3 is positive 2. And then we still have in parentheses 6v minus 8. Okay, one more time there. When I multiply 6 to this fraction, 6 divided by 6 is 1. And it seems like maybe you don't have to write it. But keep in mind, this is a positive 6 multiplied by this negative fraction. So a positive times a negative is a negative, and 6 divided by 6 is 1. And I want to put the 3v plus 2 inside parentheses. If you forgot the parentheses, you're going to end up not distributing. Okay, so it's really important that you put parentheses around those numerators. Now that I've done that, I can distribute the 2 through. 2 times 6v is 12v. 2 times negative 8 is minus 16. Negative 1 times positive 3v is negative 3v. Negative 1 times positive 2 is negative 2. These are on the same side, so I can combine them. 12v's minus 3v's is 9v's. And then negative 16 and negative 2 are on the same side, so we can put those together. So negative 16 and negative 2 make negative 18. Bring down that 18. Now we're ready to move letters to one side, numbers to the other. So I'm going to add 18. And I get 36. Finally, I can get rid of multiply by 9, divide by 9. And then v is equal to 4. So please make sure that as you're doing these problems that yes, you will decide to multiply both sides by a number that these denominators fit into, which was 6. But it's the first time that it's really important that you put a set of parentheses around the numerators so that when you cancel or when you multiply this 6 through, that the answer goes in front of the parentheses.